Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back to another chill KPC weekend live. And in this live, I'm going to be very stressed with the Coldplay concert situation. I'll spill the tea a little later. Other than that, I'm going to be talking about Korea's hidden talent. We're actually number one in something that not a lot of people around the world know, which I didn't realize until just yesterday. So this blew my mind. I just want to share that with you. Really interesting kind of stuff. It's related to a movie that just came out. Other than that, I'm going to tell you guys about my recent stresses and setbacks with KPC and Piroso as well. So, in the meantime, before we go on, please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't yet. If you want to subscribe and get notifications to more Korean entertainment content, news, society, what's happening here, all that kind of stuff, and just look into the life of a normal, regular Korean guy. I would appreciate if you check out Piroso. That's my online store where we sell Korean products. And I have a lot of tea about that as well. In the meantime, also, if you want to support the channel, patreon.com/koreanpizzaclub is the best way to do. With a cup of coffee, $5 only, you get exclusive content like exclusive podcast live streams, bonus ones, K-pop reactions monthly, and early access, all that kind of stuff. So let's go on. Hello everybody, long time no live, right? Let's do an attendance call. Where is everybody watching from? What time is it over there? Would like to see that in the chat. Hello Ryan, Fen, Hilda, Slav, Kel, Gian, everybody. Yeah, you actually caught the notification. Congrats. Your sweet potato is here. Okay, great. Samara, Sherry, horrendous karaoke. Okay, Maspe from Norway. Katina and Liz, Julia, Eileen, the Bard. Hello, everybody. Yes. You want some tea? Yes, yes, yes. I will give you some tea. Today's tea is brewing hot. So, Eve from Lithuania. Hello, welcome. Welcome to the KPC Live. Michelle from Los Angeles, California. Tara from Pennsylvania. Vinny from the Netherlands. And Shihab from Vancouver. Nice haircut. This is actually just my normal haircut. I'm going to get a haircut tomorrow because the concert. Yeah. And Avgrunen from Norway. I have a lot of Norwegian viewers. I might add in a little bit of an episode of a meeting up with a Norwegian viewer just last week in Korea. We had an amazing time. Sarah from Germany, Trish from Indiana, Taurus from Austin, Texas, Quiet Pain from Florida, Slav from Illinois, and Navneet from Waterloo, Ontario. 안녕하세요. 날이 많이 더워졌네요. 네, 맞습니다. Yeah, I played tennis today and I was burning down in the sun. Yeah, it was a lovely day if you were just on a stroll in the park. I went to Yangjae Shiminosub if you haven't been there. There are a lot of actually green places you can go and enjoy in Seoul. So the biggest one would be Seoul Forest, obviously. There are a lot of mountains you can go hiking on, but like there's a hidden spot which not a lot of people go to. It's called Yangjae Citizens Forest. It's right next to Yangjae Station, and it also has a subway station in the Shinbundang line. Go check it out. It's like a mini park. They have like the Yangjae stream. There's a lot of cherry blossoms there as well. A lot of family, friends, couples just stroll by, and it was a lovely day. I put up like a highlight reel, a story on it on my Instagram story. So go check it out on JustDavid92 if you want to check into my daily life and my strolls. And Clint's from Quebec, Canada. Actually, speaking of Quebec, I had a documentary film with a crew from Montreal, from Canada, and we went through Hongdae. So a lot of stuff to talk about. Please remind me at the end of this stream to talk about the Norwegian meat and the Canadian film. But today we have a lot of topics to go on with. To cover. So let's first go with Coldplay because everybody is very curious about that. First of all, before you shooting all your questions, yes, I have someone to go with. It's a person I like. I'll be very transparent, and I'm happy to go with that person. It couldn't even get better. And yes, it's a she. Do I have to specify that? But anyways, before everyone's like, oh, who is it? Blah, 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 blah. You all know that I don't go full in detail about my personal life. But I wish you can celebrate and congratulate with me that I have someone to go with. So I'm very, very excited to go with her, and we're gonna have a wonderful time, wonderful memories. Yeah, so very, very excited. It's only in 24 hours now because the date I'm going on is Tuesday. So technically it's already Monday here in Seoul, 12:30 a.m. in the morning. It's a new Monday. But anyways, yeah, I'm very, very excited. I've been binge viewing Coldplay highlight reels and reviews from the people that have gone to the former sessions, and it's just making my heart pound. So really, really good. Faro, good to hear. Congrats. Thank you. Yay, that's wonderful. Yes, yes, yes. Love that for you. Happy for you. Thank you so much. So yeah, you guys have been probably hearing this for like a couple months. Like, oh, who am I gonna go with the concert with? And there is a lucky person. Yes, yeah. So, anyways, you might have noticed in the title that I'm super stressed about the Coldplay situation. Honestly, as much it's like a dual feeling. As much as I am excited for the concert, I am super, super stressed out right now. It's like, what the F, for real? Like yesterday, it totally ruined my mood. So the tea is, Coldplay is doing, I think, 6 sessions. They started last week from Wednesday or something. They did like a Wednesday, Friday, Saturday show or whatever. And we're going on to this week. The first show is on Tuesday, and then they're going to do extended shows. So I'm going on the 22nd, which is the Tuesday show. First of all, this is not their fault, honestly, but out of all the 6 sessions, my session is the only date that will have rain. Like, look at this. Look at this. For April 22nd, tomorrow, 70%, 80% rain. It's like, I can't even pray to God, like, can you not let it rain? Because, like, all the other dates, they're all sunny, 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 sunny. Today was splendid weather. Yesterday, it was a little bit, I guess, hazy. And there was a little bit of drizzling. But the rain just ended at, like, right before the concert. So it was actually better for the people who were at the concert. Because there was a very cool breeze there. And everybody was just in, full concert celebration mode. But for me, first of all, it's gonna be raining, so that sucks. That definitely sucks. Are you making fun of me for real? What's wrong with rain? What do you mean? What's wrong with rain? You're going to a concert, and out of six sessions, mine is the only one that is going to have rain. It's gonna be jipjipe. You know what that means? Jipjipe means like, during the rain, it's humid and sticky stuff, and like you're wet inside. Your socks are gonna be wet probably, and all that kind of stuff, right? Like you go to the bathroom and it stinks. You're in public transportation and you're probably wearing ponchos, which are all like stuffy inside. So I'm not a big fan of rain. That gives me trauma back to like the military days when I was like, doing those marches with the ponchos on, and it sucks. They smell like shit. But yeah. So that's one thing that I am very concerned about, and I'm really stressed out of. Like, why does it have to be me? But on the contrary, I put up like this complaint on my Instagram story yesterday. And a lot of people DM'd me like with the responses, like you guys, they were like, or either like some people were like, think of it on the bright side, like you're the only one that is going to be able to experience a wet Coldplay concert, and that's also a romantic vibe itself. Like, there are the perks of it. Okay, that is a valid point. But I would still rather prefer it to be dry and just enjoy the spring night breeze rather than, romanticizing, trying to justify it by being like trying to romanticize the concert. I know, like Coldplay songs, they're very like heartwarming, and they're very like grand and everything. So with the rain and all that, and all the I don't know if you can even do fireworks during the rain. Maybe that's one downside. But with all the lasers and the confetti and all that, maybe the rain might make it more more romantic indeed. But I don't know. A literal Coldplay, exactly. Yes, yes, rain is romantic under the umbrella. Nobody's gonna have umbrellas on. If someone, so another part is that I'm in the standing section. I don't have a designated seat. So I think that for the designated seats, they have like a little bit of what do you call them, roofs on top of them, so maybe the rain just like drizzles on their faces a little bit. But for standing, we have no roof, so it's literally just going to be pouring down on us. It depends on how much the rain there's going to be, but if people have umbrellas on in standing, that is pimeno. That is not concert manner. That is not good, because like already for standing, there's like 20,000 people in the standing section, and you can barely see in front of yourself. I've seen a lot of reviews saying short people have a lot of difficult time actually seeing the stage itself, because like if there's someone who's like 190 in front of you, what are you gonna do about it, right? So yeah, everybody wants to get a better view of Chris and the band, right? So there is like a gigantic screen, but if you're gonna watch and stare at a screen, you're gonna stay at home, right? Watch it in 4K. I mean, there are the vibes in the live music, but I heard that from the people in the reviews that the sound quality isn't that good. But yeah, like imagine having umbrellas and standing. Like people are gonna cuss at that person. But so another reason I'm kind of stressed is that I did my best in the ticketing. Honestly, we call it kwangker, clicking in the speed of light, like da, 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 all that. So everyone goes through that concert ticketing process. I am not the best clicker in the world, so me being the boomer and 30-year-old, I don't know what to do about like concert ticketing. I tried my best, but I got the best ticket I could get within my capacity, which was a standing ticket, which was in the 17,000s. So my ticket is 17,000. So the standing section is divided by 20 sections in total, I think. So you start from the thousands, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, dot 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 dot, to the 10,000s, and then dot 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 dot, and 17,000 is my section. So we don't go in like number to number. Even if you have a designated number, let's say you're number 1 and let's say you're 999, you go in at the same time. It doesn't matter if you're number 1 or 999. If you're in the 1,000 sector, they just gather you up in like a box, and then you all go in at once and everybody runs to the stage. It's first come first serve. However, from the segregations of the thousands, there are like orders of like going inside. So I'm gonna be I'm kind of like, I kind of let down everything. People are like, if you're in the 10,000s, you won't have a chance to go up towards the stage, or you won't have a chance to see them visibly. You're probably just going to be at the back, just chilling. And there were a lot of footages, so I'm gonna show you some footages later of the Coldplay concert. There are a lot of reviews right now, but you're probably just gonna be chilling in the back and just dancing around. So yeah, I have low expectations for my ticket number, but that's one downside again about my experience. So the rain and the 17,000 seats, and also, okay, here comes the big thing. I was so pissed yesterday. So the person I'm going with, I was like very hyped. So we were like looking through YouTube videos together of like the previews and the reviews of the show from like last Wednesday. And there was like an opener, like Twice was opening. I think Twice is going to attend for every session. If that's not the case, I'm gonna be really, really angry. But so far, I think they have attended for 2 or 3 sessions. Yeah, but fingers crossed that I at least get to see Twice. For your info, for the first day, for the people that were in the 10,000s, they didn't even get to see Twice because of Live Nation's very poor management of the entry. So I hope they kind of refine that, and now that's better situation. But yeah, hopefully I get to see Twice. But the biggest thing that just really just poured water on me was, I was talking to my partner yesterday, and I was like, I'm like a big BTS fan. I'm BTS Army, and Coldplay is famous for also having a collaboration with BTS. They did like My Universe and other songs with like Jin as well too. So I think like Jin is out from the military. They're in Seoul, so there's no reason not for him to appear. Like I think he's probably gonna do one appearance at least. But then it was very weird to see Twice being the special guest. So I was like, what's the connection between Coldplay and Twice? But they did some collaborations or whatever. But yeah, on the first and second date, I think there was no sign of BTS. So people were like, maybe like, oh, BTS is probably busy. Like, maybe not all of them is out from the military. So it would be weird for Jin to appear. But then just as we were talking about that and I was going home on the bus, I turned on Instagram. I clicked on it and my feed was just plastered with Jin and Chris Martin doing a duet, doing interactions, singing together, dancing together, and people going crazy over it. Eyes Mag, Fast Paper Mag, Yonhap News, 중앙일보, all of these news outlets saying like BTS Jin came to Coldplay's concert. Oh my effing god. Why? You lucky bastards that went to the Saturday concert. That is freaking crazy. No, if you're not ARMY and you got to see that, I mean, of course they were there for Coldplay, but ARMY deserves to see that kind of stuff. It's always the people that aren't very enthusiastic about like their faves that get to see people at the airports and random places, but for the fans, they don't really. I mean, I'm just speaking for myself, but yeah, it's just so stressful when I saw Jin and Chris Martin together. And I'm assuming the logic is like, of course, he's busy. Like, he's a superstar. He's worldwide handsome, right? So I was expecting to come on, but like maybe there were chances of him not appearing at all because like Twice was there. He wouldn't want to overshadow them. And also there was no sign or no, pre-notice of his appearance. But then he appeared now. And there was like, I think he probably came to the Saturday concert because it's a weekend. Because logically there would be, I mean, it's a full stage, but then still like it's gonna have the most attendance. Like it's gonna probably have the capacity of like 100% turning up because like it's the weekend, and it's gonna make the most buzz because like it's the weekend. And he's probably, I don't know if this applies to idols, but like for every kind of job, the weekend has a significance of like off schedule and all that. So yeah, most of the media broadcasts don't work on the weekends. Actually not, but yeah, I thought like, okay, he came because it was the weekend. That's the only logical explanation. Because like yesterday it was drizzling too, so the rain wasn't a factor. So I was like, oh shit, yeah, I should have went for the weekend too. But then obviously the weekend tickets had the highest competition because the workers that have jobs, obviously they would all go for the weekend. So I went for the Blue Ocean, the lesser competition, which was a Tuesday. So who would go to a Coldplay concert on a random Tuesday? It's not Thursday, it's not a Friday, it's not Saturday, Sunday, it's freaking Tuesday, right? So I went for the Tuesday, and luckily enough, my thoughts were valid, and I got my hands on the tickets. I'm very blessed for that. I'm very thankful for that. But, oh my god, Jin. Tara, my heart breaks for you. I am so jealous of the people that got to see. Like, honestly, these people, if you just think in a capitalistic mindset, the tickets I bought were like, I think, like, if you convert it to dollars, like $120 each, something like that, $100 to $150. So I bought 2 tickets at it's $300. But like with Jin in the picture, and even before the ticket, and we didn't know who the special guest was, so we didn't know it would be Twice, right? So Twice is a mega guest too. So I mean that would crank up the prices. And then Jin in the picture, I think that would triple and like quadruple the prices because like there's a lot of ARMY out there. People would be dying to see Jin, and it's like the first I mean, there's a world tour going on with like J-Hope. Jin's announcing his world tour too, but this is like the first major collaboration, big performance setting with Coldplay, and My Universe was just epic. Out from the military, so it's a very rare and unique experience. So the value of this, it's in, yeah. Anyways, you get the point, right? So I think though, like, okay, some, like Nuna yesterday I was talking to in via DM. She's an army too, and she was like, "Oh, I went to the Thursday Friday con, and I it's the biggest regret of my life right now." And we were just like, venting together, like rage texting, and like, "Oh shit, no, why Jin?" And then like, all that. But then she was like, "At least you have another chance. You got one more shot." And she blew in hope to me, literally hope, because she was like, "You never know, David, cause on Tuesday you can't guarantee that he won't appear. Like, you probably have better chances of seeing him now, because he's been at the site, and this just makes, like, I don't know, statistically or probability wise, probably it's flawed, but in the human psyche, it means like, if you didn't have the precedent, people won't have any expectations at all. But now you've seen the precedent that it can happen, so there's like a likelihood of it reoccurring again. If I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, humans are geared to think like that. So she was like, "Yeah, think on the bright side. You might have a chance of seeing him. You never know. He might come on Tuesday." I'm like, I doubt that. I doubt that. It's a Tuesday. Is he going to come? But she was like, "You know what? Actually, conveniently enough, right now, Hobie has finished his, I think, LA con, or like his America venue world tour. And now the next place is Singapore on like next 26th or 27th or something. And he might be dropping into Korea. He might be stopping by Korea because, like, like the mid time. In the meantime, right? His base is Korea. So he might be dropping by. And I think I did see an article today about J-Hope being in Korea, like to his friend designer's like pop-up store. So my hopes are not only Jin, but also J-Hope together, the duo. They're both physically in Korea right now. So Coldplay is a huge figure, and this is the last concert. This is probably going to be the last concert of Coldplay. They said they're not going to make music anymore. So logically, the table is set. All they need to do is eat it up. Feast. So please, please. He is Jin, always the unexpected, right? That makes sense. BTS may really want to meet with Chris. Exactly. Especially as J-Hope is like promoting his own music, he's on tour mode. I know he needs rest. But then the worst case scenario is when they don't come on Tuesday, I think this is what's going to happen. We have 3 more concerts left. Quite honestly, I think they're not gonna come to the Tuesday or Thursday things. I think there's a last concert. The last concert, I think they're definitely gonna come. At least Jin, or I don't know. Maybe that like Jin was just there for like a one-off thing. But the probability is like the last concert is going to be the finale, the grand finale, and it's gonna have more special effects and all that. So like, in the middle, limbo, Tuesday concert, I don't have high hopes. But please. This FOMO, I'm missing out so much. It's freaking raining. I'm in the standing section. I can't even see up front. And I missed Jin. If Twice doesn't come out either, I'm gonna die. Be hilarious if it's Psy. What does Psy have to do with Coldplay? Yeah, I don't know. J-Hope was live today and he's coughing. Oh no, that's not good. Yeah, that is not good. Why did you have to say that? But yes, Hilda, thank you so much for the $5. David, who's that girl? We want to know. We are your friends. Tell us, David, where did you meet her? Looks so happy, love you. They are going to steal you. I'm sorry, I can't reveal any details for the sake of her privacy and my privacy as well. But just know that I'm happy. I'm having a good time. We are very, very excited. So yeah, you'll see pictures of me. You'll see videos of me. And yeah, speaking of pictures and videos, like, look at this. Okay, so enough of my rant. I'm freaking pissed. But, like, look at this. All these YouTube shorts going on about Jin and Chris meeting together and Chris being the dad he is to Jin. And I'm not gonna risk, having the volume on because it's going to... Oh, it doesn't show because of the angle. But, like, here you go. Oh my gosh. Imagine the people who got to actually see this. Look at all this. My god. Coldplay is the second best band in the world. BTS may be number one, and then Jin is over here. There are like My Universe stages. You can see. This is so unfair. This is so unfair. Why? Look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at him. Look at him twirling around. Oh my gosh. For real, guys. I'm just really, really unlucky. Yeah. But what can I do? What can I do? I'll just keep my fingers crossed. But then literally on Instagram right now, if you just go to my feed, it's not even because of the algorithm. If you just go to like random pages, like this is a page I go to usually nowadays. It's called EOPKR. I've been very entertained and impressed with the quality of their posts. I'm not sponsored or anything, really affiliated or anything. But then if you look, see, like they're posting post and post after like Jin and Coldplay. Absolute chills of astronaut together. 3 freaking posts. Yeah, there you go. Get to see it. And there were post after post about Coldplay. Yeah, why Koreans love Coldplay so much, all that. And I heard from a lot of people, from my friends and like reviews on the internet, that this Korean Coldplay concert was amazing. I'm pretty sure it's on par with the other city concerts as well, but like everybody was like, oh, they're having the time of their life. It's the 8th. It's been 8 years since Coldplay has come to Korea, and Chris was witty enough to say on stage that he's like, he doesn't understand why whenever he comes there's no president. So back then when he came back 8 years ago, President Park Geun-hye was impeached. So we had a leadership absence. Now we have an absence in presidency too. We're going through the election soon. So he's like, are we a symbol of impeachment or something? So yeah, I don't know, but that's a very big coincidence, and it's pretty funny. Yeah, it's pretty funny. And Instagram on what do you call it? The internet doesn't let you search hashtags. That is very weird. But yeah, I wanted to show you some reviews and some footages of it, because they were very touching footages. Maybe I can go find it on YouTube. So there's one good thing about being in the back, because I saw this very, very romantic footage of people in the back doing 강강술래. 강강술래 is like a Korean traditional, what do you call it, dance. It's just like you go around holding hands together. So this is what I'm gonna be looking like. Like, this is my sector. Like, everyone's up front. These people just gave up on watching the screen, and they just all gather around, and it creates a bigger circle. On and on. So yeah, this happened, and everybody was like, oh, that's so cute, that's adorable, that's amazing. Yeah, so this is what it's going to look like for me, I guess. But yeah, they have like all these great effects, like the bracelets, and all these, balloons and special effect glasses, confetti is over the top, and the daechang is crazy. So Koreans love to do daechang. So daechang is chanting together. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it over the jazz I'm playing, but yeah, like probably, yeah, it's pretty big. And Chris Martin actually said that he loves daechang culture, so he gave us the green light to do this. There are some artists that dislike this because they're like, why do you even come to the concert if you're gonna be this singing yourself? Like, yeah, but like Koreans are very, very, very enthusiastic when it gets to daechang. So, anyways, yeah, loving the vibes. Yes, that's fun too. Just vibe out. Yeah, yeah. You'll still enjoy having a good time at the show no matter the extras. Yes. Yeah. And oh, Chelsea, I love the fanboy side of you. Thank you so much for the 5 pizza. Thank you so much. But, anyways, I'm stressed. And 318 of you listening to my rant right now, me being stressed. I guess this is the best content. Every time I feel like I get stressed out, you guys love eat of that. So I don't know why, but 318 at this time is a record for me. So please hit that like button if you want to support me. PayPal's please, so that I can afford some Coldplay merch. It's like freaking $60. I'm gonna get the merch that is that Twice wore. So quite honestly, the merch this year is ugly. Yeah, I would have to say that's the consensus. No hate, but I think the designers did a pretty bad job in the merch. But like, this is a once in a lifetime experience for me, and it's their last concert ever, so I'm gonna get some kind of merch. Yeah. Like, where is it? Let me try to find it. So Live Nation is the host of the concert, and yeah, look at all these beautiful pictures. They're beautiful, right? All these beautiful pictures. But let's see the merch. Yeah, if you look over here, I'm all the way over here. But where is the merch? Yeah, I'm trying to find the merch. Official merchandise, there it is. So if you see the merch over here, it's pretty ugly. So this is like the basic tee over here, event tee, alien radio tee. Can I? No, this is the biggest it can get. So the alien radio tee is the one Twice wore, and I think this is the prettiest. And it's the t-shirt you can wear on a daily basis. I mean, these ones are okay too, but it's just like Coldplay right up front. But then if you look closely on this one, you can see Seoul, and it's customized. You see the Royal Palace and all that. But the other ones are like meh, I would say. Yeah, nah. Yeah, but the Alien Radio tee definitely looks good. So it's $60 over here. I hope they have an X large size left. I heard the merch sells out very fast. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get myself that one. So send your support, please. Make this guy happy. Good. Yeah, let me try to find you a bigger picture over here. Not on Google. No. Maybe you can see. So this is the Seoul version over here. It's already up on. It's already up on. Yeah, this looks pretty. You know what? This looks okay. This looks good. I like the customization factor of it. I don't know who's gonna buy these hats, but yeah. Anyways, oops. Okay, I'm just revealing my whole address over there. But yeah, this is the T-shirt. Oh, okay, it's already sold. Yeah, but do you think this T-shirt is the best, right? You probably think that one is the best, right? And one last thing before we go on, I'll just show you. Wow, look at this. Look at this. Wow, look at that. Look at the vibes over here. Wow, look at that. Holy Christ. Oh my gosh. Whoa, that is crazy. I am so hyped. I am so hyped. Honestly. Wow. This is crazy. I am so hyped. Yeah. But Twice was here at the Coldplay concert, as I told you. Nayeon is wearing that merch. She kind of customized it for herself. and there's Chunghyun, and there's Momo, and there's Sana, and everyone's here. They're like doing their own stuff. So yeah, this is gonna be good. Yeah, this is fun too, right? And then they did like We Pray together. Yeah, this is like a, I don't know who Eliana is, but she's a special guest as well too. But all of the Twice members were here, so it's great to see them. So they all had their Alien Radio T-shirt on. So yeah, I think this is the help of celebrity marketing, the power of celebrity marketing. Yeah. Oh man, I get to finally see Hana and Jui live. The visuals of Twice. Yes, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, really, really excited for it. You must be so excited. What Coldplay song are you most excited to see live? I mean, the generic pick would be Viva La Vida. So, like, everybody's gonna be doing the Daechan. That part. And then they're like the classics, Yellow, Fix You, Sky Full of Stars. I like the Monkey song, Hymn of a Weekend. Is that the proper? Yeah. Scientist. Their old songs are the classics. The newer ones, the new album, I don't really follow. It's not really my taste. But yeah, I everybody just goes to Coldplay concerts for the classics. Let's be honest. You know, we're all living in that nostalgia. And it's very interesting. Okay, I think I've been talking about Coldplay for over an hour now, right? How long has it been? Like, it's been 36 minutes. But yeah, it's very interesting because Chris Martin actually mentioned the reason he wasn't on tour for such a long time is because they're a very eco-friendly group. They love sustainability and they want to preserve the environment. So he didn't want to contribute to the carbon emissions with the world tours and all that. So much planes and but then everybody's wanting. There's like demand for their concert. So this concert, it's totally eco-friendly. They have like bicycles and jump pads where everyone jumps on it and it generates electricity. They have like strict rules for no plastic bottles in the site. It's all sending out a message, and it's all for the environment as well too, right? And also they have like these reusable, recyclable bands, wristbands that are like Bluetooth synced, and they make these like synchronized. It's like the army bombs, right? And what they do for each concert is they put it up on the gigantic screen, the jumbotron, saying like, oh, we did it in these venues, and they recollect the reusable wristbands again, and they put up the stats on like, okay, Tokyo, we had a 97% return rate. Beijing, or I don't know, London, Sydney, we had like a 86, 50 something collection rate. So I saw on the news today that Korea hit. Yeah, so this is the reusable band. And this is like the leaderboard. So Hong Kong was 94, Helsinki was 97, Tokyo was 97. So Seoul is like question mark. So they want to compete and like making people like to return it. And Seoul, there we go, Seoul, yes. Recycling kings. Yes, environment kings. Yes, look at that. I'm so proud of you guys. This is a collective effort. So honestly, okay, a little bit of xenophobia over here. Not from my end, but I saw it on the online forums. People were very, very... Like, the Coldplay concert right now is like a national level event. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's posting about it on the internet. Believe it or not, I'm not hyping it up. This is just how it is. But that's why this campaign got so much attention. And the Koreans were like, let's do it. We gotta beat Japan. We don't care. I mean, Japan... We don't care about other countries, but we gotta beat Japan, and Japan was at a 97. So it would be pretty hard to beat Japan, right? So people were like, oh, can we do a 98? Can we do a 99? But then people were like, let's go. We gotta beat Japan. That's not the xenophobic part. part. So there was a collective like shout out to everybody saying like, if you're going to the Coldplay concert, please don't steal, don't keep the recyclable bands. You can't even use it. I know you want it for souvenirs, but like it's not gonna do any good for our rep. So please return it. And we got a 98, but then in the comments people were like, we have trust in all the Koreans that we're gonna turn it back. But then people were like, oh, we saw so many like people from other countries, which I will not name ethnicities or nationalities, but people were like, oh, I saw like, there were so many people from other countries. What if they don't do their share? Like, what if we can't, make that record? But yes, we got a 98. So that's a new record, I think. I think that's number 1 on the leaderboard. So Coldplay has like so many other venues left. I think they're doing like 70 plus tours or something. I think they end at London, but until all those venues, Seoul is gonna be up there, and I'm proud. I am proud. The country of BTS with my universe, the country of Twice delivering. Right? Wow. Yes. They only use high power lasers. A bit ironic though, they shoot that much fireworks into this. I mean, okay, like let's not nitpick. Like it's remarkable enough for a band at that tier that does that much world concerts. It's also a living for them. They're doing their fair share, I think. I think they've done enough than their fair share. They're spreading a lot of awareness with these campaigns. They're doing whatever they can. They're implementing all these reusable, like, clean energy campaigns. And in contrast, you got like other concerts. I don't know about other concerts, but maybe like Taylor Swift's always on the news about like her carbon footprints and all that, just because of the sheer amount of tour she does. But like, what can she do? It's inevitable. But Coldplay definitely shows a good example of what kind of effort you can put into try to kind of offset that at least a little bit, right? Yeah. Seoul will probably be number 1. Yes, I hope so. I was in Romania at the Coldplay concert, and the 2-day, the most powerful storm hit the concert, so a lot of people were running for their lives. I think a lot of people didn't return the bracelet. Okay. Impressive though, right? 98% is really high. Yes. Honestly, you'll have the best time, David. Yes, I hope so. So I'm very, very conflicted, because as a content creator, and also for my own sake, I'm like, should I focus a little bit on filming and making this like a video visual memory? So like, like making a reel is pretty sophisticated. Like it seems like nothing, but you do have to plan some stuff, and you do have to frame yourself, you do have to pose and all that. So yeah, and then but also on the other hand, I'm like, it's all about the experience, being immersed into the crowd, feeling the vibes, and, having a good time with the partner and all that. So I'm pretty sure I'll be able to balance it both. But then if I just get too obsessed over content making or just Instagram posts, I think that's going to steal a lot from the experience. But then also, if you see those like beautiful posts on Instagram with all the fireworks, the lasers, and all the like holding hands and dancing around with like synchronized, like beats dropping, then that's also beautiful too. So yeah. But anyways, just enjoy the concert. Don't add more stress on. Yeah. So I'm definitely not gonna bring any extra cameras. Just my Galaxy. I wish I had an Ultra, which has the best zooms, but yeah, this will do. But I'm gonna have a fun time. Anyways, I think I've talked too much about Coldplay, but I hope you enjoy the rant. But there's more tea. And interesting content coming up. So don't go yet. All 345 of you, if you haven't pressed that like button, please smash it. And yeah, before we go on, I gotta do what I gotta do, right? So, of course, today we gotta introduce you to the sponsor of this live stream, which is over here, is Suhouse, which is the best app out there for foreigners who want to connect with Koreans and fellow foreigners in Korea, learn, practice Korea, do activities for expats, connect, play, learn at Suhouse. So if you go to their Instagram account over here, Suhouse_official, You can check out all their recent events that are happening: virtual creators, cosmetics, dessert making classes, networking at hotels, for Chinese tourists as well, foreigners, part-time job applications in Korea, and influencer in the making, networking parties, more and more. So yeah, all these kind of things: Korean textbooks, beauty creators. Yeah, so Korean class. Go check out Sue House. All you have to do is go to the landing page over here, via the Instagram app. It's landing.suehouse.app, and you can go check it out. Download it on the Google Play Store and Apple App Store. Yes. So all these events happening in Korea. Join their events together with Taz Bud's K Fusion cooking class. Sounds like so much fun, right? Like, look at all this. And yeah, you can learn Korean with the Squid Game actor. So go check out Sue House, everybody. I think a lot of people from Sue House would be attending the Coldplay concert. Yeah, I think friends made at Sue House will be going to the Coldplay concert as well too. I'm not saying that I made my acquaintance from the Sue House app, but there, if you feel lonely, if you need some community, if you want some connection in Korea, then Sue House is a very great place to go look for it. So as you can see over here in the banner, go check out Sue House, and thank you for sponsoring another KPC episode. Yes, and I will save some news about Piroso at the latter part, so don't leave. I have some grave news and updates. It's pretty sad too, but let's not get sad. This whole live stream is being depressed and sad, but yes. Remember to like the video. Less than 30 likes so far. Exactly. Thank you, Flo Achi, for reminding the fam. You know, it's just you're just a finger away, right? You're not even sending money or anything. It's just like, doop. All you have to do is that. Please go support me with the likes. Our pro yapper. Thank you. Yes. Okay, let's go on. So in the title you see that Korea, what did I set the title as? Okay, so Korea's hidden talent. So Korea has been excelling in a lot of sectors recently globally, right? I actually did so let's start with this one. So I did a documentary with a Montreal-based Canadian documentary film, and they contacted me after seeing my content on KPC. So yeah, being a YouTuber has its perks. Like, people think you're very approachable, and in Korea, if you're owning that Korean sector, a lot of people call you for these fun projects. I got a little bit of pocket money as well too, for the appearance, of course. But then it was just a fun filming. We went around Hongdae, and I actually posted this on Instagram as well as my stories, so you got to check them out on Just David 92. But yeah, we were around Hongdae. I was just walking by, and the producer was asking me questions about, what do you think about the recent advent, or like the exponential growth about K-pop, K-content, putting K on spotting K on the map, putting K on the map as Korea, like people acknowledging its culture, its food, its cosmetics, its gaming culture, its film, dramas, Netflix, Squid Game, Parasite, Bong Joon-ho, BTS, Son Heung-min, J Park, and now Lee Jung-hoo, right? Lee Jung-hoo is doing amazing, by the way. Go check out the last live stream if you haven't. But like, it's Kelsey once called me a boomer in the last podcast for saying this, but it is pretty mind-blowing if you think about it. Like, our landmass, the size of it, and our history of going through war and being colonized and being torn into like two countries and being in extreme poverty, and everybody just hustling to make this new economy and just make our country striving and proud. And now we're at this status where we're excelling in so many factors in the world: semiconductors, Samsung Galaxy phones, SK Hynix, Hyundai, Kia cars. I mean, they're not the best state of the art, but like, everyone likes them. They're affordable, they're good, and they're developing, they're improving. We have amazing ships, and we have amazing food. K-beauty, K-cosmetics are going like crazy over the world. Korean chicken, our food is healthy. bibimbap, all that. So like, I won't glaze too much, like gloat too much. You guys all know, right? So like, it's pretty mind blowing how Korea has elevated its status and put it on the map. So I was talking about that with the documentary producer, and he was very satisfied with the talk. I'm probably gonna appear like 5 or 10 minutes. I don't have too high hopes, but still, I was very honored to be on the film as a cultural ambassador. Like, every time I say I do these live streams and content, and even though it's a small society, a small community that which I really appreciate. Thank you guys, toppings and hoodies. It just really gives me more than I deserve, and actually designates a role, like a little role for myself as a cultural ambassador that bridges the gap between the global audience and the Korean culture and lifestyle. So I get these opportunities here and there, and it was a really, really nice one. So if the documentary comes out, I'll let you guys know, so that you guys can also watch it. I was also in a BTS documentary recently. Yeah, and it had the blessing of hype. I think I haven't checked it out yet because I was so busy, but all these documentary filmings, all these shows, I'm really grateful. All of our fellow content creators like Anna, Danny, they've been on all these shows as well. So you have the perks of being a YouTuber. But anyways, where was I going? Oh yeah, so bottom line, that was just a tangent about like my experience with the documentary. But yeah, Korea has been excelling in all these different categories for years now, and we don't know if it's gonna stay, if it's gonna fade, it's gonna be a phase, whatever, but I'm just enjoying the moment. We're riding the tide. But there is one sector that it's a very big, it's a little niche, and not a lot of people know about it. But this just came to my mind after watching a movie yesterday, which I also posted on Instagram. I went to the movies because it was a Friday night. I think I did a lot of work this week, so I was like trying to give myself a pat on the back, just give myself a reward. So I was kind of bored. So what can I do? I'm just an introvert guy. I'm not gonna go to Itaewon and party. So I thought, like, let's just go to the movies. Let's check what kind of movies are here. And then I saw an interesting movie. So this movie is called The Match. In Korean, it's called 승부. And what's interesting about this movie is there are very great actors on it. So Lee Byung-hun, from the guy from what is it? G.I. Joe. I think he was one of the first Korean actors to advance to Hollywood. He's the Asian ninja dude on G.I. Joe. Lee Byung-hun, and he's a superstar in Korea. His acting is amazing. So he's the main lead in the movie called The Match, and the other lead is Yoo Ah-in. So Yoo Ah-in recently, if you don't remember, I think he's in prison right now, or is he not? So he got like a sentence for doing continuous drugs, and yeah, because of drug usage, his image has now fallen down. His reputation is, I think, beyond repair. But I don't know. You never know. But these two people, they're great actors. Like, leave aside his morals, his personality, his like drug issues. Like, they are great actors. Let's be honest. So Yoo Ah-in was one of actually my favorite actors because his spectrum, his scope of acting in digesting different characters is just amazing. You got to check him out. In Burning, he was amazing. In Veteran, he was amazing. He's the one. He's like he's most popular for the scene in Veteran where he's acting like 어이가 없네, and that's like the biggest quote from him. But yeah, anyways, so that was the interesting part of the movie. It was a shelved movie. This movie was postponed, and it was almost like canceled because of Yoo Ah-in's whole controversy. It's similar to the Kim Soo-hyun case, not in the details of it, but essentially because of a scandal of the main lead, this movie got shelved. And it was supposed to premiere, I think, last year, but then it got postponed. I think even some of the distributors or investors pulled out or something like that. And I think a company rebought it or something, or they just postponed it. Like, don't quote me on this, but anyways, they opened it in the theaters just recently. So it was there. I went to Yongsan CGV at like 12:30 all by myself, It was great because I rented the whole place. It was literally just one guy and me, the whole 150 seat theater. But yeah, so basically, what I'm trying to say is it's a movie about Go. Do you guys know Go? The game Go. It's called Baduk in Korean. So I told you it's like it's a big scene, but it's a niche, right? So I am pretty sure you call it Go in English, but this is Baduk. It's kind of like the Eastern chess. So we have Changi. That's literally the Eastern chess. This is like the proper chess, which comes from the Chinese eras of like kings and generals and all that. But then Go is like a different. Baduk. Baduk. Yeah, we call it Baduk in Korean, but in English I think it's Go. Yeah. Right? Is it? Go game. Yeah. It is Go. So that movie is about Go, and I have no idea how to play Go at all. I have never played Go in my life. Apparently, it's like very, very sophisticated and very, very complex game. And it was also in the K-drama Glory. Yeah, it's usually depicted as this very, very complicated game where super brain people are playing, like war on it, and they have strategies and all that. So I have no idea how it works out. So I saw the reviews, and the reviews of the movie were amazing. They were at 9 stars. So I was like, wow. And people were complimenting Lee Byung-hun and Yoo Ah-in's acting a lot. So I was like, oh, let's give it a go. Yeah, so I went to the movie theaters. I sat through the whole thing. I didn't have high expectations because I was like, oh, how fun can a Go movie can be? Like, I don't even understand the rules or anything. But then one intriguing review that actually made me book the tickets was someone was like, have you ever seen Queen's Gambit on Netflix? Even if you're not a chess player, and the show itself is pretty good. It's about the characters, not the game. So even if you don't understand anything about the game Go, it's going to be fine. So that actually sold me, and I really loved Queen's Gambit with Anna Joy Taylor. Is that her name? Yeah, I know how to play chess, but then like the show, the Netflix show, doesn't even show like the details of the game itself. It's just very fast paced. So that was how the editing was for the match, the movie as itself. And while I was watching it, I was really impressed because it highlights 2 ultimate players of Go in Korea. The names are Cho Hoon-hyun. He's the ultimate OG dude that conquered Korea, Japan, and China all together. And then he raises what do you call it? A 제자, assistant. What do you call a 제자 in English? A disciple. 영어로, yeah, disciple is it? Pupil. Yes, he raises a pupil. He finds this like prodigy in this random park playing Go, and this guy is so like good and brilliant. He's like, oh, this guy's gonna be a star, so you come under me, I'll train you. And the whole story is about like how they train and how he's like being a strict teacher, and the guy's personality, Yoo Ah-in's personality, changes over time, and he becomes very like introvert, and he becomes like a very closed guy. But then he finally finds his style, and when he could never win his teacher, at the end he just prevails and he becomes like the master of the game, and nobody can beat him, even his teacher. He goes against his teacher, and the teacher was invincible, but now he's just transcended that level. And so the interesting thing about Go is like, what I don't understand anything about the game, but apparently there are different styles of like how you play. And that's just very intriguing, just hearing the characteristics of it. So I actually have some intent to look into like Wikipedia and how the rules of Go and like the strategies and all that. But yeah, apparently you can be very aggressive, you can be very defensive, you can mix those two, and you can make so many combinations and so many strategies. You have to be like a supercomputer in your mind. And if you see the movie, it just simulates how these people are looking at the board. It's like, You put this black, white, black, black, white, white, white. Oh no, cancel. Black, white, black, black, black. No, cancel. Oh, this moves, and it's just so like this boring game. If you actually look at a Go game, it's like freaking boring. Like you just sit there, and people take like 30 minutes per turn to make a single move, and that's how Lee Chang-ho, which is Cho Hoon-hyun's pupil, the greatest ever, that's his playstyle. So he sits and looks at the board and calculates every move he can do, and his agenda is not winning the game. It's not losing. So his teacher, on the contrary, has a very aggressive style. He's like a spear that penetrates everything. He tries to like just gush into like your weak spots and like poke you every single place and just make you die. Whereas Lee Chang-ho, his pupil, is like, I'm not gonna go at you, but I'm gonna defend all of your attacks and dry you out. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna have like one more point than you, and I'm gonna win the whole game. So that was like a very rare and unique style that didn't exist before him, but that just tied to his personality and the narrative behind it. Like the storytelling and the build-up was just so intriguing to me, and it got me really into the game of Go. So basically, it's the story of Cho Hoon-hyun and Lee Chang-ho. And Cho Hoon-hyun, this guy, after the movie, he appeared on U-Quiz on the Block with Yoo Jae-seok most recently. He was the most recent guest. It was so interesting. So I did more digging about it, and apparently, so according to the, like, you know, related to the title of this video, Korea is apparently #1 in the world with Go. I did not know that. That is just so mind-blowing, because before you get triggered, Go originates from China. It's a Chinese game. Like, we're not taking credit for that or anything. It is definitely a Chinese game. The professional system of like having licenses or having like, you know, being a 9th grade, you know, 8th grade professional Go player was invented in Japan. So Japan kind of systemized it and made it into like a, you know, a systematic league. But then Korea joined the game late. But then thanks to Cho Hoon-hyun, he actually trained under a Japanese teacher. And he actually won all these tournaments throughout Asia. There was like a Singapore World Challenge. That's how the movie starts. But then, you know, after Cho Hoon-hyun, and he was just conquering the whole Go leagues. And then after then, his pupil Lee Chang-ho became like the unchallengeable dominant player in the whole league as well. And now the legacy has just trickled down from Cho Hoon-hyun, Lee Chang-ho, and there's like very famous Go players like Lee Se-dor, who else? Like Shin Jin-seo and all that, right? So it's a very, very interesting thing that I never thought about. Like, it's a sport essentially, where like Koreans are best at pro gaming, right? Like League of Legends, all that, but like Go is like this very, very traditional game. And the fact that like we're owning a Chinese game and like dominating is just amazing. So this is the movie poster of it. This is Lee Byung-hun. You've probably seen him before, and this is the iconic pose of Cho Hoon-hyun. And he was like a very like laid back, arrogant kind of player because nobody actually defeated him. But then he gets like transcended by his pupil over here. So like this actually shows how the real Cho Hoon-hyun looks like. Like this is the real him, and this is the actor imitating him. And it's just a really, really interesting film. So if you look at him and his pupil, this is how like a Go game goes. And it's just really boring, and you'll see a lot of people playing it, old people playing it in Jongro and all these places. But yeah, these two guys are the the OGs of Go's. They're both retired now, I think. They're not that much as active as they were before, but then the legacy has passed on to this guy. You've probably seen this guy too, here and there. He has like a very thin voice, but he is the person that is very famous for the only man alive that defeated AlphaGo. Do you know you know AlphaGo? So this guy's name is Isedor, and I think it was a Google company, like a Google startup that made this AI machine, that machine learned AlphaGo, the game of Go. And oh, they're actually making a movie. Oh, it's a documentary. It's a full award-winning documentary. But yeah, this guy was the only one that won over the Google the AI. So I think it. Oh wow! I'm gonna check out this now. It looks so interesting. But this guy, he won one time and lost 4 times against the AI. But ever since the invention of AlphaGo, yeah, it's Google DeepMind. So ever since the invention of AlphaGo, nobody was able to beat this machine other than this guy. And I heard from an interview that after AlphaGo's advent, the Go players just discarded all their, not completely discard, but they just tweaked their style into like how to defeat the AI style or try to replicate the AI style. Because like obviously Google's AI is just conquering the Go field, and human players are all getting defeated. So your goal should be the machine that has those victorious, strategies, right? So people have been researching the AI type of way to play Go and all that, but it's just very interesting. But anyways, this Korean guy was the only guy that beat the program, from what I know. I might be wrong. There might be some other people too. I know that there's a very famous Chinese player called Koje. So there was like a huge battle between him and Korean players as well. But anyways, yeah, I would recommend you to go watch the show, The Match, once it comes out on Netflix, because it's not about like a boring game. It's about like the legacy, the betrayals, and like the mentorships and the generational conflicts and all that. Like it's a human drama. And while it might be a little slow paced because of the nature of the game, I thought it was just very interesting and refreshing, because I never knew about this field of this side of Korea. So like another proud moment, another Korean flag waving for myself. So every time I'm gonna go, like I just regret so much of going on that interview, the Canadian documentary interview. I talked about all these fields of like where Korea is #1, but I should have mentioned Go as well. So yeah. Anyways, that's a very interesting field that I've never explored into. So I'm keen to like learn Go and maybe play for myself. Yeah. Has anybody played Go before in the chat? Or are there any chess players? Yeah, I'm curious. David's next career move. I would not stand a chance like with these child prodigies. Like apparently there are training camps and whatever for these Go players as well. It's the same as like gaming, but it's crazy. So let me go back to the comments a little bit. AlphaGo, yes. Yeah. Reply 1988. Oh, okay. It was on that show too. Yeah. Strategy to entrap the other player. Yes. Queen's Gambit is a beautiful show. Yes. Queen's Gambit makes you interested in chess. This movie makes you interested in Go. Yeah, you go through that phase, right? Why are people talking about golf? There are TV channels on Go in Korea too. Yes, there is Baduk TV, but if you watch it, you'll fall asleep, because if you actually see like players playing Go, like it's so boring. You can't watch it. Like look at this stuff. This guy just sits there, doesn't make a move for like multiple 10s and 20 minutes, and all you do is just put a bunch of black and white dots on it, and you don't know what's going on. But apparently for people who know what's going on, like they're like mind blown by every single move. Like if you see the movie, if you see the reactions of the other players, they're like, oh my god, how did he think of that move? So it's very intriguing indeed. Yeah. Thank you, Lynn, for joining the KPC membership. Welcome to the Toppings fam. That's very interesting. Yes, Google bought AlphaGo. Okay. Yeah, Korea's number 3 in beatbox. Oh yeah, there's this guy that does the dopamine thing nowadays. Yeah, that's very impressive. Yes. Chess here, yes. It's amazing Go is way earlier than chess and it's way more complicated. Yeah, I would imagine. Cause like look just look at this. It's 19 at 19 and 19. 19 times 19. Wow. That is crazy. Yeah. But they look like candies. Chinese Go, Japanese Baduk equals Korean. I don't know what that means, but yeah. The number of possible moves in Go is infinitely more than the number of possible moves in chess, which is why it's harder than chess. Of course, yeah. When I saw the movie, like, I don't know what's going on, but I just know it just shows you the perspective of the player, and it's like literally there's so many calculations, like AI in his head, like doing all these moves, spreading through the whole board, and he's looking at that and this part and that part, and they talk about how to conquer the center and the sides and like block this stream and all that. So very, very interesting. Yeah, I think that's like the competence of a producer or a director, like how to make an uninteresting game interesting to the public. It's the matter of like directing and the style of the movie itself. Yeah, so go check out the movie, The Match. Very great acting by Lee Byung-hun and Yoo Ah-in. It's disappointing that he's in jail right now. Is he in jail or is he in probation? Let's see. Too bad. Oh, yeah, the movie actually is already in profit. Yeah, no wonder. It's a great movie. Okay, so this is an article from February, and Yoo Ah-in drug use sentence reduced to prison term in second trial released. So I think he was first year imprisonment and detention in the first trial. Okay. Yeah, he's actively trying to quit the drugs. Anyways, poor dude. He was a splendid actor, but Korea, morals and law comes first. Of course, that's how it should be, right? Yeah, even though you have merit. Yeah, we can't glorify that kind of behavior. Anyways, yeah, go check out Go, guys. Like, it's very, very interesting. And 352 people still watching. Yes, thank you so much. So yeah, I've spilled the tea for Coldplay and Korea's hidden talent being Go. Very interesting. And also, okay, let's go on to the recent little setbacks and sad news about KPC. So first of all, about KPC, the channel you're watching right now, I'm pretty sad right now because like the recent video I uploaded, I thought it would get a lot of views. The recent 2 videos that I uploaded on KPC, if you go, I uploaded a full podcast episode, and also a short mini bonus episode. The 2 here over here. The Hustle Never Stops, Korea's Extreme Grind Culture. It only got 12K views. This one, on the contrary, it was a new attempt. It was a bonus episode. I thought some people gave me feedback that the episodes were too long, like 1 hour, 40 minutes being too long, so it just gives you an instant turn off. So I made this into a 20-minute one. And it's just a very light-hearted episode of asking you guys questions like, if you go over here, I've listed all the questions in the link. But ugly gift, keep or sell. Peeing in the shower. Shower slippers, yay or nay. Drunk with partner's friend. Daily carpool with coworker. Coworker's playlist in your partner's car. Outside clothes on the bed. And we just discuss all of that together. It's a very fun interaction with like new fresh faces you've never seen on KPC. They're not the regulars. And we have very great chemistry. But it only got 5,000 views. It's been 2 days I uploaded, and it was weird because honestly I did upload it in a weird time. It was like a very awkward time that I normally don't upload, but I was just very excited about it, so I was just like put it out there as soon as possible. And it only got that many views, and I was like, oh, why isn't it getting that many views? So have you guys seen this on your feed, or are you like, don't worry, you're not going to hurt me. Just be very transparent because I'm trying to do some market research over here. I need to get the feedback and prove, right? Like, it's painful, but I need that feedback. Did you see the thumbnail or the topic, the title, and were you not interested, so you did not click on it? Did you click on it and the video was boring, so you just logged off? Or did it not appear on your feed? Did you not get the notifications? What happened? I want to know. So I have some theories. I will explain them a little later. That's why I'm pretty sad right now. I have my own theories, but yeah, you liked it. I'm pretty sure you guys, like, which are loyal viewers of the show, would have all watched this. So they were both awesome. Thank you, K-Stosh. Don't be sad. I enjoyed the last one. I liked it. I did see it on my feed. Yes, I watched it. I met Gina last year, and so okay, I watched both. I followed Gina Kim for 7 years. I saw it and watched it. Okay, thank you so much. So yeah, I wasn't expecting a different answer, because like you guys probably are very, very much loyal to the content I put out, and I appreciate that much. So my theory is, though, I think I usually don't find reasons externally. So I think external reasons are mostly excuses. So that's my premise as a content creator. If your content is good enough and it has intrinsic value, it will get views eventually, sooner or later. That is my motto, that is my philosophy, and that is what I've learned throughout YouTube. So this is normally not an approach I go to, but still, I like to do some kind of analysis internally and externally. What can I improve internally? What can I do? What might be some factors that are affecting it externally? So I looked into it, and apparently the discovery rate of these videos were suddenly it was just on the floor, and it was abnormal. It was not the discovery rate of my normal videos. So I was thinking, what change happened in the middle? And I noticed, recently I've been putting up a lot of shorts. And these shorts, they've been getting okay views, but then not too many views. But then I realized, I did a lot of research on like the algorithm about shorts and long form content. And a lot of creators are still divided on this, but they all say in unison that you probably have a different audience for shorts and long form content, and the short form content views and increase in subscribers or retention rate will actually be harmful to your long form content if you're a long form creator. The only time it works is when the long form content and the short form content is just identically the same kind of topic, or you're providing some kind of behind the scenes from the long form content, and also your content needs to have the continuous similar topics. So I was like, okay, maybe it's because of the shorts I've been bombarding on my channel, and that kind of triggered the algorithm, and it pushed the long form content to a short form audience that wasn't interested in a 20-minute video. So thus that made like a bad snowball effect in showing the video. Like the algorithm's gonna think like a machine, right? Oh, it showed it to a group of people, they weren't interested. Okay, this is an unattractive video. Some people clicked on it, they left after like 3 seconds. Oh, it's an unattractive video. So it just dwindles and dwindles the sample that it's showing it to. So, and also it's weird because like normally when I put up a premiere video, normally there's like a viewership of at least 100 to 150 people tuning in for the premiere. But this time it was only like 30 people. So that's one factor I'm trying to maybe trying to analyze. And also there's another concern I have. Oh, it's getting hot over here. I'm getting stressed, so it's getting hot. So, yeah, about the podcast, I had a talk about this with Daniel, who's also a podcast host, about podcasts. We were talking over dinner, and I think my channel, like I've done a lot of research about this. I talked with fellow creators as well too. But essentially, YouTube prefers channels that talk about the same topics over and over and over again. Related ones. You know, if you're So my channel essentially we would be about Korea, right? So that is my logic. But apparently you got to go one more filter in. So it shouldn't be just about Korea. So even among Korea, there are fragments of K-pop audience. There's like a there are people here for K-pop news. They're here for politics. They're here for dramas, K-drama fans. There are people who love K-food. So if you're a K-food creator and you're making K-food recipes every single time and doing mukbangs and all that, that might work. But for my case, I talk about low birth rate. I talk about K-pop. I talk about baseball. I talk about politics, and all the things are all over the place. And from podcast to podcast, the topics go from like here to there. And I might have identified that as one of the problems that are driving away more people, because at the end of the day, the algorithm wants the audience to binge view videos on the platform. Thus, you got to have similar topics. So if it's a channel about productivity and saving money, you have to post consistently about that kind of stuff. But my channel is just so like here and there about the topic. So I have a very big concern in my head on the direction of the channel right now. Like the format of the content. I was pretty confident in pushing the shorts, but apparently like a lot of channels out there make short channels separately, or either they just put out like 1 or 2 shorts that doesn't hurt the long form content. So I'm in a very like thinking phase at the moment, but at the same time, I have confidence over my content that I've been putting out recently. So I'm gonna try to do whatever I can do within my power to boost up those views again. For instance, like all the generic but essential advice, such as switching up the thumbnails, trying to make more like sensational titles or more hooks and all that. Maybe optimize the upload time. So I think I've taken these things a little bit too lightly. I was trying to be consistent with these thumbnails, but then I might try to experiment with the new formats, like more visible, more vivid colors, more provocative. At the end of the day, you need someone to click on the video, right? Even if it's great content, if nobody watches it, then it has no usage. So these are my points of thought and what I'm concerned about. But I would appreciate if you guys who are watching this, who are re-watching this video, to go check out my recent podcast and podcast episodes, and go watch it. If you haven't, if you were just purely uninterested, it's okay. I'm not trying to force it down your throat. But if this is all new to you and you're like, oh, I didn't get the notifications, it wasn't even on my feed, then please go give it a check. But yeah. So, anyways, let's read your comments a little bit before I go on to the other concern. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, this is very much of a severe concern to me, because it's directly connected to my livelihood, like the views and the subscribers, and how much attention it gets, and how many Patreons I can gather, and how much, at the end, it's, as a content creator, that's all like the part of the business model in the game. And yeah, if I earn less, then I can't afford my studio, my rent, whatever. So yeah, it's a very severe problem, and I'm pretty stressed right now, but I'm trying my best to just overcome this issue. So I would appreciate any kind of feedback in the comment sections later. I'll try to go through all your comments, but yeah, let me just skim through a little bit. Let's see. Your videos are brilliant, as the Brit says. Thank you. Watch the first one due to the shorts. Okay, so that's one positive feedback. I'm doing something right? Don't forget, it was Easter break. Okay. I watched it, like it, but I did have to go on your channel, and then I saw the video. It wasn't on your feed? What? YouTube? What? You have not seen any of the shorts? Okay. What? Oh, show the South Korea's over video to the government. Oh, I'm sure they have a wake up call already. Yeah, they're already feeling it. But the politicians are so short sighted. They just can't think beyond their life expectancy. Yeah. Just usually don't listen to short podcasts. Enjoy listening to something long. Okay. I thought after I saw the same outfits, I thought it was a clip of the one I just watched. Oh, valid point. Okay, that's great feedback actually. I saw the video, but the topics were too provocative in my opinion. Okay, so some people just prefer the more deeper ends. Some people. So that was one. That was for more entertain. That was more entertainment geared, honestly. Yeah. Keywords. Personally, not a big fan of shorts. TikTokification. I did not see the video on my feed. I found the 2 videos and was able to watch them only because I visited your channel? What? J-Bum Chin? What? What? For some reason on my feed, sometimes older videos appear, not the new. Then I think definitely there is like an external default flaw that is happening. Yeah, behind the scenes. Yeah, I am not the biggest fan of like leaning towards like justification of shadow banning or the algorithm being faulty, but in this case, I did identify like the difference of like putting up shorts and then my views decreasing like severely. So maybe that might be the problem. You just got a trial and error, but I've been trialing and error for a long time, and I'm quite satisfied, but not that satisfied. So, yeah, I need to do a lot of thinking and testing. A/B testing, yeah. Why don't you leave the shorts for TikTok instead? Ah. That's a good idea, but I do like to centralize the traffic to YouTube. And as you can see, someone in the chat said like the shorts led to the long form content. So it's just very complicated. Yeah, haven't seen the vid because of Easter preparation. Oh, okay, maybe it was just a seasonality. It did appear on my feed, but of course Daniel was promoting the podcast as well. Yep. Okay, I seem to get them all, so I watch when I can or live. Okay, thank you, Lynn. Yeah, so something is happening. I also have a channel that drops suddenly. Oh, really, Lila Bora? Oh, yeah. YouTube really needs to solve this problem of like the shorts algorithm and the long form algorithm. They need to be separate. They can't be mashed up on a channel. And I did get some tea from like an insider saying that YouTube has no idea what they're doing with those algorithms. It's beyond repair. So, I mean, knowing that, I maybe should have gone the strategic route of separating the channels, but as I said, I want to centralize channels. I have too many channels now. DKDK, Just David, that was at like 90K, and now I have KPC, so I don't want to make any more channels. I just want to make this channel great. But then maybe that was like a bad move, and maybe the algorithm's already beyond effed repair, but I won't lose confidence. I'm not gonna fold. I'm gonna keep on treading, and as long as I put out great content, I have the faith that people are going to watch it. So that's the mentality right now, but I'm just trying to assess what the problem is and what I can improve. So expect a lot of like experiments, changes. Yeah, and quite honestly, in the meantime, there was a phase that I was slacking off, not intentionally, but because I was preoccupied with other petty things that I shouldn't have been prioritizing, like decorating my studio and all that. And then I was like with new equipment that just really hindered the sound quality, and I think a lot of people made an exodus over there, and the video quality is not as crisp. So yeah, a lot of things have been going on, but hopefully I can go rebound back to the prime time of when I got like more than 100K views per video in the old days, at least like 50K, right? Yeah. I wasn't going to comment. I subscribe to a lot of K-pop YouTubers. K-pop reactions to K-pop are what I watch first, then K-lifestyle, then others. I will try to watch you sooner. No problem. No problem. Yeah. I was thinking of even doing K-pop reactions too, just to get more views. But then I was like, yeah, is that gonna help getting views for my podcast? And that's also gonna dilute the personality of the channel itself. So a lot of, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should just be more bold and just do trial and error. But then if you look back at the feed in the old days of KPC, it was just like plain podcasts, just really neatly just designed there. And I think that gave a sense of credibility. But maybe that's kind of shattered now with the inconsistency of the format of the contents with the experiments and the thumbnails and all that. Yeah, but anyways, I'll try my best to improve on the KPC. In the meantime, I would appreciate your support via Patreon, PayPal, buy me a coffee, or whatever. What is the final goal of KPC? The final goal of KPC is to be a trustworthy source where you can go to hear entertaining content and just like chill content about Korea, but being like a cultural ambassador, being a bridge to the international community that is interested in Korea, and somewhere you can get extra value about Korea, the realistic talks, the things that you can't Google or Wikipedia up, the talks of people living here and stuff like that. And at the end, maybe my kind of role model is becoming like English Korean men, where like English Hollywood stars or Korean stars or celebrities can come on the show as well and become one of those like big podcasts, right? Like, you know, the podcast with, not the biggest example right now, but the only thing that pops up in my mind is like Joe Rogan and Elon Musk, you know, that kind of tier podcast in the Korean sector, which has credibility, the go-to Korean podcast. Right now, there's only Dive Studios, from what I know. Dive Studios, but is carried by the presence of celebrities, and they have massive appearance fees. Yeah, and they have fandom, so no wonder they're getting views and all that. They have investments, but this is an independent channel just run by myself, and I try to leverage my network and my friendships to get guests on the show. I do give appearance fees, like little bits of it, but yeah, it's really hard. But I'm trying to pave my way with better content that provides value and entertainment. So hopefully one day I can escalate to that status. Yeah. Thank you. I understand you're more busy now, so your uploads are done whenever possible, but I like the upload structure before. Korean News Tuesday, Chill Live Sunday. It was easier to keep up. Yeah, that's another great feedback. Like, just setting a set schedule. That's actually YouTube 101. That's actually what I teach. So I am not following my own advice. But yeah, I better really get back to the routine. But all these trips, all these abnormal anomalies. I'm actually going to Incheon Songdo next week too, and for another like part-time gig. And this is all coming from like financial struggle a little bit. So yeah, it's been hard, but I guess being consistent and being on time and being like, you know, like having a timetable will be very important. So actually, you know, you're giving me a wake-up call, so let me try to go back to the basics and designate a date for podcast so people can expect that date and time. Tuesday news and Sunday lives. So let me try to do that. I was trying to cut down on live streams because it was honestly draining a lot of my time and energy, but let me rethink on that again. But yeah, thank you. You like Kel's comment? Yes. Utio, thank you so much. Okay. Paid trip to Incheon. It's like a one-off gig. Yeah, nowadays it's been pretty hard to pay off the bills for myself, so I've been kind of struggling in my own lens. So I got this opportunity. Danny actually hooked me up. They're doing this random Saudi golf league in Korea, in Incheon, and it's being held for a week, and they needed like a assistant producer who knows how to speak Korean and English. So yeah, that's my expertise, and it was good pay. It was like $150 per day for 7 days. That's not bad. They give accommodation and food, so it's like a good $1,000 I think for a week. So that's gonna pay for my rent and a little other miscellaneous cost. So I gotta do what I gotta do for the checks, right? So yeah, going on. But I will have time afterwards. So it's gonna be an 8 hour work day. But afterwards in the hotel, I'm probably gonna be editing and doing my night job as well. Yeah, to just sustain my life. Yeah, and to pay for things like Coldplay, right? Yeah, not bad paycheck. Yeah, I doubt it's gonna be a hard job, but yeah, not bad at all. Anyways, yeah, that's one thing, one concern about KPC. Okay, so to go on to the next segment. So this is quite important, guys. I need your help on this. So it's kind of sad news. Not that sad, but I will have to say. Okay, here it goes. Drum roll, drum roll for a very tragic news. Whew. It's hard to say this. It's hard to put this out loud, but hear me out. Hear me out, okay? So, what do you think it is? What do you think it is? Give me some guesses while I sip on this. Toyland's like, uh-oh. K-Stosh, thank you for the appreciating my hustle. Yeah. Yeah, perhaps I should present the channel's objective on the description page. Yes. Holiday season takes away social media due to family gatherings, church events. Yes. Yeah, I'll try to be more consistent and timely on my timings. Yeah. How about taking a month to pre-record content that is ready for the future? That way you can have an easy way to schedule. That's a great idea too. And I actually kind of half implement that because I usually film like 4 episodes at once and then I'm set for like the month and all that. But you're nervous? Money? No more DKDK? Please not DK? Oh, no more Piroso? Okay, Kel knows me well. So it's not no more Piroso, but to be transparent, guys, Piroso is going into vacation. Yeah, it's not going to be operating for a while from now on. And just to put it straight, it's not because we have underwhelming sales or that we've lost enthusiasm or anything. It's just life in general. So, with DKDKTV, there were a lot of things that piled up between the relationship with us and blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, if you just break it down to the bottom line, we're 2 co-founders, 2 people with different lives, different trajectories, different visions, different realities, different situations, right? Different environments. One can be better off, one can be struggling, it's all different, right? So, in the case of DKDKTV, we both had our different visions. Now we're all back, we're all cool, we're all, there's probably going to be a DK News episode up tonight with Danny editing it right now. There's a Patreon episode as well, go check that out. But, the reason I brought in DKDKTV is to give you a perspective of what I'm trying to say about Piroso as well. It's the same scenario. We've been okay with sales, thanks to you guys. We've been okay with the expansion and the business, like interaction and with the the manufacturers and the brands. The only thing is life happened. So on my end, let me explain my end first. On my end, I think at the end of the day, content is what my strength is at, what I enjoy doing most, what my priority is at, what I've been doing for the past decade. And I always find passion in content. But I felt, I've voiced this a lot of times, I felt that being a co-founder of a business, an online store, is exciting at the same time, but it definitely kind of infiltrates, it just trespasses into the area of my labor and my time and my passion and energy, of which I can put into content creation. So I felt that for the past year, managing Piroso. Because of Piroso, I felt like, I could only put maybe 50% of my passion and everything into KPC. I wanted to do so many things, but there were bottlenecks. There were more urgent cases with Piroso, and for Piroso, because I am working with a partner as an equal person, and I respect that relationship. As much as KPC is my own entity and my own possession, and I should be prioritizing it over everything else because it's my own thing. I'm not that kind of person. Like, I respect relationships and professionalism with my friend or my co-partner as well. And I feel like if there's two people in relation, then that should be prioritized in respect of the relationship, right? So if I have KPC and Piroso and there was an urgent situation with Piroso and Jin's on the work, is working on the behind of that, and he requires me to do something, then I would definitely go over to that side and try to solve that together as a priority. And then thus I would get drained out of my energy and my time would be consumed. And then the latter would be KPC. So I've seen that happening for a long time, for a year right now. And we came to like an irony of, like Piroso's traffic and sales is very, very much dependent on KPC's views and the marketing that I'm doing on KPC. It's more than like 80-90%, I would say. And the fact that I'm not prioritizing the content and garnering more views and people is just very ironic. That should be the priority if you think about it. But then because we're short-handed and essentially we are a startup and we have to do everything by our own, like, I am not just like a head of marketing. I'm not just a head of content. If it was like a traditional company that has a lot of funds and a lot of employees, there would probably be employees doing the social media posts, doing the uploads of the products, contacting the manufacturers, making the thumbnails and cropping them out on Photoshop and getting all the details and enlisting the delivery details and like doing the shipping and getting the products and promoting them on screen. Like, the only thing I would be doing if I were in a traditional company as head of marketing would be probably planning content and how to grow the channel that is the marketing platform, right? But then my time was consumed with so many like first-hand, like on-hand tasks that it kind of like devoured up the priorities and the focus points that I should have put on. So that was a very big stress point for me. So it felt like I wasn't giving my best on either side. So that's one thing. That's basically the reason for me. But then for the other, my other co-partner, Jin. So I'm not going to reveal too much of his private life or anything, but I will say that our life trajectory is pretty different. And he has his own situations with his own life. And if Piroso is not generating a shit ton of money that supersedes like every other priority in life, every other option, like if we're earning like 100K per month or whatever, I wouldn't have to do freelance jobs or anything. I would just focus 100% on it, right? But then like it's a niche market, it's not gonna have that much of a upwards room and all that. So life happened with Jin as well. And we both don't have that much time and energy to input into Piroso. So we've done like a town hall meeting, and we've made a decision to temporarily halt Piroso. It's not like we're shutting down or we're like destroying the platform, because like we've put so much time and energy in it. Why would we discard it, right? Like, that's stupid. We're gonna put up the website, but the thing is, we're short-handed, and we're going to be focusing on our own individual endeavors from now on, our own priorities, and we're just going to maintain it on the surface level thing. So the workload from Piroso is going to be more on KPC. So essentially, from on your end, there's not going to be any difference. But then just saying that there's not going to be a lot of more updates or new updates, new products or anything for a while. So it's a temporary setback, and I don't feel like it's a defeat because we've already accomplished so much. We have a lot of raw data like sales. I can also leverage that for like government applications. I'm actually applying for like a nice office space using Piroso's track record. So I don't think it was like a waste of time or anything. It was a good experience, learning experience, and as I said, it's not the end of it. The site will be intact. A big decision is that I am going to become the sole owner of the platform. So we've done like inner contracts and all that. So don't worry about the shares and all blah blah blah, the revenue stream or whatever. But we just decided that me being the sole owner of the business is more beneficial in the long term, and it's more utilized. It could be more utilized. So that's the conclusion. So it's going to be on a temporary halt. But anyways, this is all a build-up for cry out, a call of SOS to you. No, actually, it's not an SOS. This is actually a big event. There's actually a big event going on Piroso, because we're going to be on temporary halt for a while. If you go to Piroso right now, Jin has made this beautiful page, a heartfelt thank you to our customers so far until April 30th. If you go to the front page, a 15% discount before it's gone. Use the coupon code THANKYOU15 at your checkout for a 15% on your total, on your whole purchase. So this is a very big deal. If you were saving up for purchases and all that, this is a time and last chance for a Piroso surprise. So of course we have a lot of products in stock, and if we're gonna be emptying this studio, that we have a semi warehouse over there which is full of our products, and we want to get rid of most of them, right? Because like it's gonna keep up a lot of space. So we have some stock left. These are very premium products, as you all know. And if you've ever bought from Piroso, we don't sell like half-assed, shitty products. So discover the thrill of the final surprise box by Piroso. We're launching a limited edition final surprise box, a chance to receive one of our premium items at an unbeatable price of just $15, with values ranging from 15 to 80, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be at the 15. Yeah, we're just saying this because the price is 15, minimum 15, but it's going to be a value of, in this range, up to $80, and you'll be surprised of what you can get by it. So it's going to contain one premium product randomly selected from our carefully curated collection, and we would probably put in some stickers and more freebies and all that inside. Whether it's a functional accessory or unique design item, each box promises the thrill of discovering something truly special. So yeah, it's going to be a lasting memory, and it's among our exclusive Piroso picks, a hand-picked collection of our items designed to impress, and it's from April 19th to 30th, only 12 days left. So it's like a clearance sale, right? But I don't want to phrase it as a clearance sale because all those products are pretty premium and handmade, and they're made by artisans, right? So yeah, but you got to be careful because this is a random box, a surprise box. It's no returns or exchanges policy. There's going to be standard packaging. This is just probably an AI generated image just for the feel of it, and it's limited time only. Examples what you might receive: a stylish Piroso tote bag, elegant jewelry from our collection. Ooh, okay, girls, attention. Premium desk accessories or decor, fashionable apparel or accessories, functional everyday items with a touch of Piroso's creativity. So please don't miss out on this. Go to piroso.net right now and get the chance to buy these splendid items just for $15, and get a 15% discount on other purchases as well using the coupon code. Right? So piroso.net, BIROSO.net, the logo you've been seeing for the whole time of this live stream, and we will ship it as soon as possible. Okay? So yeah, this is the coupon code. Let me spam it on the chat. Thank you 15, thank you 15. And yes, right. So yeah, that's the sad news I wanted to say. For those of you who love Piroso for a long time, thank you so much. I want to stress again that this is not the end of Piroso, as I am basically taking over the business. I'm going to be revamping it, advancing it. I'm not going to discard our hard endeavors until now. That would just be stupid. If you think about it, it's pretty logical, right? So there are going to be my roadmap is maybe I become successful with KPC even more, that I can hire an assistant or editor that could be on the content side but also on the growth side of Piroso as well. So I've gotten a few emails over the past few weeks who are interested in just voluntarily volunteering for the growth of Piroso, and they're just like, oh, I'm gonna be in Korea for this much. Can I take a role for like social media growth for Piroso? So that can I take like an assistant role for KPC? So if you're interested in all of that, if you want to like work remote, I'm down. Let me know, koreanpizzaclub@gmail.com, if you want to have a role on KPC. I'm looking for assistants, I'm looking for editors, I'm looking for maybe a co-founder, co-worker, whatever it might be, depending on your specs and your what you can offer for Piroso as well. So put that in mind. But anyways, this is a last chance for a while. This is the last chance for a while. Mega sale, 15% off your whole purchase, and $15 surprise box that goes up to worth $80. So go get that, everybody. Okay. So yeah, I'm actually pretty excited, and the influx of content, the increase of content that has been on KPC so far, the shorts, the 2 podcast episodes, and the live streams are coming back, and me being more active in the documentary, the filming scene, going to like Daniel's podcast and everything right now is all due to me having more downtime because I'm released from my duties with Piroso temporarily. So I think in the long term, this is the one step back I do necessarily need to take for a bigger and greater future for Piroso as well. It's still gonna be there. The Google SEO points are still high, so there's gonna be natural organic traffic. We get like orders here and there, just not even by marketing the online store. So we have high hopes on that. Maybe I can hire like a part-time worker who's going to cover the delivery and all that. But Jin's going to be focusing on his own personal business as well and his own work. So yeah, that's that. It's not sad news at all. It's called a one step back for a 2-step advance. There's a saying like that in Korean, but I can't translate it. Yes, bigger and better things to come. Yes, thank you so much. You prefer more content, right? Like that's what I'm good at. I noticed. I listen to a lot of gurus and a lot of business people, and they're like, essentially, you should start a business on what you're good at. And the online store was great. It was tied to my channel. It was like a natural conversion. So I think it was a smart move. But to be like more of my expertise, I should probably run a business that is like very much content oriented, like making running a production studio that makes content like here and there. Like that's what a lot of big YouTubers in Korea do. They make their channels big, and using their rep, they hire a crew, they make another channel, and they use their know-how. They don't appear on the channel. The dependency is low, but they do the planning, they do the strategy behind, and designate that to the creators and the producers over there, and they give like advisory and make those channels big. So one of the biggest role models and like mad respect I have, the biggest content, like the content creator I look up to the most in Korea is the channel owner of ODG. Do you know that channel ODG, where they bring in kids and interview with IU and all these celebrities? Before that, he had like this channel where he started. It was called Sofa, and he started with like 1 versus 100 blind date, stuff like that. And then that channel grew big. He moved over to ODG and he made other channels, and they all became major hits. And now he owns like a mega studio in Gangnam and all these areas of Seoul. And he does like celebrity shoots for you know, those, what do you call them, like live voice singings for celebrities and all that. So yeah, now he's on the sideline. He's just doing the strategy side of things. Doesn't edit all of them. He has like a mega crew. So that's a very good model for a content creator, like a very good strategy. So he's now like a head of a content creation house. So yeah, right. Solfa and ODG, it's the same owner, and they probably have other channels as well too. Yeah, I forgot what all of them are, but he sells courses as well, so he has a lot of income. So that might be a role model for me, but you get the point, right? You get the point. And I think I saw a super chat. Yeah, so Rachel, thank you so much for the $2 pizza. I'm on quick break at work, just wanted to say hi. Oh, that's so kind. Thank you so much, Rachel. Hope you're having a wonderful day at work, and hope you have a wonderful lunch or dinner whatsoever. The weather is splendid over here. I hope it's good over there. And was it North Carolina, right? Yeah, so right, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. No, 1 step back and 2 steps forward. Yeah. So is Jin not doing Piroso at all, or just taking a smaller role? We're still negotiating, quite honestly. We're still negotiating. And I can't be fully transparent on it because I have respect for his like private life matters as well. But he will definitely be downsizing on it. I'm downsizing on it as well too. Ryan, thank you so much for the 7 SGD. With the recent news from Chinese manufacturers on luxury goods, do you think it'll affect Korean people's behavior on buying luxury goods from now on? No. No. It does not affect us. Because for the U.S. customers, it might affect them because of the tariffs, right? It's like 245% or something like that. So I heard there's like a whole rush on TikTok and all these social media platforms where the Chinese manufacturers of the luxury brands of LVMH and Hermes, they're all coming out saying like this multi-$1,000 bag is only cost like $500 and all that, and you can buy them directly. And what happens is like they take those 80%, 90% made bags and they ship them back to Paris or Italy, and they put the logo there and do the final touches and just say made in Italy, made in Paris, made in France. It's kind of like Apple, right? What Apple does, designed in California, where all the parts are coming from Foxconn in China. So, but the American consumers are definitely maybe interested into that. But for Koreans, there's always been a word called jaktung. It's like called counterfeit or just knockoffs, and people here would just pay the legit price to get. It's a status symbol at the end, so they don't actually buy the bag for it being pretty. The Birkin bag, I guess it might be pretty to some people, but the fact that it's recognizable, that design is just a staple and standard, and people notice it, is why people buy it for like multi-$1,000, right? So it's about the experience of going into an Hermes room, a store, getting a clerk coming to you and showing you the Birkin and other bags, and you being able to buy it from that store, and it's the experience. And real rich people don't really give an F. Yeah, it's maybe like people who are saving up their whole monthly income to just get like a luxury item, maybe they might side eye to like the Chinese manufacturers. But the actual rich people who are able to afford the luxury bags in the first place, either it's $500, either it's $1,000, either it's $10,000. It doesn't really matter to them. Like most of the people I know that spend that much on luxury bags, it's not a big deal. So I don't see that happening. Just ordered 2 items from Piroso. Michelle, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah. I am seeing it on the notifications. Yes. The what do you call them? The orders are coming in. Okay. Wow, Kelly, thank you so much for the PayPal. I just saw it right now. Oh my gosh, this is so much. Wow. I appreciate the way you put such thought into how to improve what you do. I love your content, but I have noticed changes happening with YouTube algorithms. Thank you so much, Kelly. Pizza! Mega pizza for you. Thank you so much. Heart, heart. Wow, thank you for this generosity so much. Yes, even if they're getting cheated, well, that's capitalism for you. Yeah, that's the whole history of capitalism and luxury brands. So I, as a person who has never consumed a luxury brand before, um, yeah, I'm indifferent to this case. Yeah, I've seen like Anna talking about it. I've seen other content creators talking about it. But for me, I don't even have a Rolex. I don't have a Balenciaga shoe. I don't have fancy. The only luxury item I might have bought, like this is not even luxury. I just went to LA and I got like hooked on into like a uh, Supreme sweater and hoodie. And those were all like 300, $400. But can you call them luxury? I don't think so, right? So I don't have a Louis Vuitton. I don't have a Prada. I don't have anything luxury. Um, yeah, so it's just very like a different world for me. So yeah, okay, yeah, you guys do what you whatever. Yeah, so yeah. Honestly though, like it's just not hitting the news over here in Korea. Yeah, it's I think it's just a big thing in America because they're the ones that are getting affected the most. Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's it. So I've been streaming 2 hours now. Wow, that became long. So today is a new day. It's Monday in Korea. I gotta go to sleep and to bed and get ready for Coldplay the next day. I'm very very excited. So wish me luck. Fingers crossed. Maybe I can see J Hope and Jin and twice and have a great time. Maybe it's not going to rain. Maybe it's just gonna be the right amount of rain to make it romantic enough. But hopefully everything goes well. I'll probably have to plan tomorrow strategically on how to get in line and get the merch and how to get to the place and park and get out of that hell dungeon afterwards. Stuff like that. I'll be looking through a lot of reviews. But I also have a lot of work to do as well. So let's see. What kind of work do I have to do? Yeah, I have a lot of stuff to do. I have to apply for some offices, some events to attend, and also because I'm going to Europe for 2 weeks during May from the 15th to June 1st, I'll have to do some early work. I'll have to plan some content ahead and grind even more before I go on that trip to Sweden, Denmark, Norway, and London. And Fatine, my friend Fatine, is preparing to meet me there. He's going to take me around to all the good places. Yeah, so it's going to be exciting for me. And speaking of Norway, so there was a Norwegian subscriber that just dropped by to Korea with her daughter and her friend, and it was lovely. I treated her well, took her to the Michelin restaurant that my friend owns. They said it was splendid, the North Korean style dumpling soup. It was wonderful as usual. We went to a nice cafe called the Urban Plant. It was really nice. A lot of green there. We had great talks about like the differences between Korea and Norway. I kind of got convinced to maybe even go live in Norway, but I'll have to check it out when I visit there. Apparently, Norway is a very rich country because of its national oil fund or something. And yeah, if you join the military, you can get like professional training and you're set for life. Yeah, and all that. And there's good pay, there's good housing, there's a good economy over there, and there's great welfare. There are high taxes, but great welfare. You don't have to worry about that. So, yeah, Americans Americans are in a very big disadvantage when it comes to healthcare and medical bills, right? But Korea's on the better side with like universal healthcare and all that. But when I heard about Norway, it's like amazing. It's amazing. So yeah, my subscriber, she got like surgery for like a massive surgery all for free and all that, and so stable income, national pensions just not depleting. Yeah, so a lot of nice stuff over there. It's just very chill. I saw some pictures. I'm yet to actually discover it in person, but oh, less than a month I'm leaving. Wow, that is crazy. In less than a month I will be in Europe. I haven't been to Europe in like a decade. Yeah, I think more than a decade. The last time I went, I was like in high school or something. It was like my graduation trip with my mom. Oh, after that, I did go to Spain, just Spain itself. So that was wonderful. But never in North Europe. I'm very, very excited. A lot of exciting things happening. Next week, I'm gonna be in Songdo, Incheon, and yeah, my mom's in Japan right now. I just took her to Incheon Airport at 4:30 a.m. today, so I got 2 hours of sleep. I went to DMC and filmed DK News with Danny at 8 a.m. in the morning because he was coming back from Bangkok from a business trip. And yeah, I was very sleep deprived. I filmed the after show until like 10, and I took a 1 hour ride to Yangjae to the forest and played tennis over there with my friend. I was very sweaty and dehydrated afterwards. So we went to a shabu shabu place and I filled up over there. I took another 1 hour ride in traffic because it was a Sunday afternoon and the weather was splendid. I came back home, took a shower, and just got KO'd on my bed along with my doggos. Yeah, and then I woke up at like 8-ish, 9-ish. Had a quick meal, came back right at the studio, and here I am. It was a wholesome day. I think the perks of like letting go of the Piroso duties is I get to have some free time as well too, because I was working 24/7 either on KPC and Piroso, but now that I'm kind of I've alleviated that. Yeah, I have more time to spend for myself. Go to the movies at night, and go to the gym and get more healthy. So yeah, I'm gonna put more priority on my health. I saw a very, very motivational video about like this entrepreneur saying like health is everything. It should even come first, more like it should be prioritized even more than your business itself. Like that is part of the business, like taking care of yourself, becoming fit, being presentable, and being routine. That is the first step of business. If you want to be a successful business owner, keep track and take care of your health first. I that really just hit me hard. So yeah, I'm gonna take that advice. Get regular sleep. Sleep is he stressed sleep a lot. So getting 8 hours of sleep, eating healthy, going to the gym at least like 2 or 3 days per week, doing like intense workout, and having a routine schedule and fitting everything in that timetable is like a key aspect, ability as an entrepreneur. So I'm gonna take that advice. I think it's valid advice, and Daniel also gave me a lot of advice too about like health and maintaining health and all that. If you watch his podcast, that's probably gonna come out in like a lot of months. We talked a lot, we connected a lot about like our trauma with our moms and content creation and all that, so I look forward to that as well. But anyways, in the meantime, please go check out my new content that is on the channel. Go leave a like, just turn it on in the background of your Chrome tab. You don't even have to listen to it, just give it a play, and that'll really help. the content itself. It's really entertaining, the recent one too. So do you pee in the shower? Yes or no? Anyways, yeah, go check out Patreon, guys. That's the best way to support me. Patreon.com/KoreanPizzaClub. I've been yapping on for an extra 10 minutes after I said I'll end the stream, but yeah, here I go. Let me read some comments and finally say bye. Okay. Many travels, David. That's amazing. Have a great week. Coldplay, your date, meetings, and more. Thank you so much, Flo Achi. Michelin star chef. He's not a Michelin star chef. It's Michelin VIP Gourmand. It's like below a 1 star, but he's getting there. It's called Mipildam in Hapjeong. If you follow my Instagram, I post most of the places I go to. So yeah. Hopefully the Europe trip has a seat for you above aisle 6 on the plane, first class. No first class for me. Economy all the way. You need to try a Norwegian chocolate. I will for sure. Oh, and also one more yap. I'm not going to Finland, unfortunately. I really wish I could put fit in some time. But I noticed there's a lot of Norwegian, North European subscribers. So, if you want to do a mini fan meet, if you're watching this and if you're interested, let me know in the comments. Like, I did a mini fan meet in Singapore and that was lovely. Shout out to Mel and everyone else. But yeah, if you want to do a mini fan meet in Northern Europe, Scandinavia, let me know. We can do it in, I don't know, Oslo or wherever. So yeah, please let me know. And if you're in London, I don't know if I'll have time, but if you're in the UK, maybe I could do like a quick dinner or a brunch together, right? So if you're Swedish, Danish, Norwegian, anybody, if you want to meet up, like a group of 4 or 5, have a nice dinner, bills on me. I heard that Scandinavian restaurants are super expensive, but that's, yeah, I'll pay. I'm stuttering right now. I'll pay, but yes, let's do it. Just let me know in the comments, and you can email me or anything. Discord chat. Yes. So yeah, excited for what's coming up tomorrow and the next month and the upcoming weeks. So I will say bye here, get some sleep, and start a new fresh week. Hope everybody has a great week ahead of you as well. Happy Easter. And see you in the next one. Bye bye. I will try to make a schedule and post it on the community tab. Thanks for all the advice. Good night. Bye. Bye bye bye.